Live. It's the final 4 games before we know who the champions of IPL 2023 are. But what are the chances that the champions are going to be one of the 2 teams that are playing today?
You're potentially looking at one of the champions.
What percentage chances are you giving that between the 2 teams that are playing today, you're going to get your IPL 2023 chances? Everyone has to get percentage chance.
51% GT, 49% CSK.
No, I'm not saying
Just
between
one.
them. What is the percentage chance that between Gujarat or Chennai, one of them will be an IPL champion?
GT at 51%.
Shane, answer the question.
I think it's an 80% chance that whoever is winning the title is coming from this match.
80% chance.
I'd go with 82.
Why is
Why
that?
2% extra?
Just
So you're giving 12% chance
Yeah.
to someone between Lucknow and
Mumbai.
to win
Yes.
the title. You're still giving 12% chance. You are?
20%.
You're giving 20. Now, Siddharth,
10%.
so you're getting 90% chance that one between Gujarat or Chennai will be the title.
Yes.
90% chance.
Yes.
I'm saying 100%.
Yeah, you're actually
I'm saying
right.
100. Let me go 99 because funny things have happened.
Yeah.
Because if I'm not mistaken, in the history of IPL, there has only been one occasion where a team that's not finished in the top 2 has gone on to win the title.
Correct.
And that has been Sunrisers Hyderabad
2016.
in 2016. I haven't checked it. I would like to check that stat, but from the top of my head, I can remember that the only time that a team that did not finish in the top 2 went on to win the title was only once with Sunrisers Hyderabad. And this is since the time this format of
has come about.
qualifier eliminator came in. I think 2013, 14
No,
somewhere.
11.
12.
No, 11. I remember very clearly because 11 was the year when the first mega auction had happened, and it was after that they brought about this new system. I recall because KKR made it to the eliminator, so they lost, and that was it. That's why I remember the eliminator thing. So this is there from 11 onwards, and actually, if you think about it, yes, 2011 CSK topped the group, if I'm not wrong. They won it. 12 KKR was second. 13 MI were in the top 2. 14 2 KKR was second. 15 MI were definitely in the top 2. 16, I think, SRH is the only team who have not...
17 RPS topped the group.
Yeah. But I think it was MI who was second.
MI came second and they won the title.
Yeah, 18 CSK were in the top 2. I remember them playing Qualifier 1.
Yeah.
19 as well, MI were in the top 2. Same with 20. 21, yes. No, KKR were runners up that year, but they made it through the eliminator.
Yes.
CSK were in the top 2.
Top 2, yep.
And
Because
22.
KKR, I think, took on DC in the qualifier.
Yeah.
KKR took on DC in the qualifier.
So there you go. Only once has it happened, and that's why I was going 100%, but I go 99 because you know, Sarah, but if you look at it in 12 season, if it's happened once, then you're still giving it about mathematically about 7-8% chance of it happening. But because I also think that these 2 have been the standout teams,
Yes.
I'm going a little bit more and going to 99% that whoever is IPL 2023 champion is coming out of this game. Whether it's the team that wins and reaches the final, or whether it's the one that loses and then reaches the final, or does not reach the final, but whatever, one of these teams. Also, the reason I say that is because it takes a toll. You have to win 3 matches on the trot. If you're Lucknow or Mumbai, 3 matches on a trot, you'll have to win your first eliminator, then a second eliminator, and then the final. And 3 matches on the trot, just generally in IPL league stages also,
is very
very tough.
Yes,
Very, very tough.
yes.
Let alone knockout matches and the fact that you'll be playing the best of the 4 teams or the best of the remaining 3 teams of this league. So can't be that easy. It's not that if those 3 matches had one with Delhi and one with SRH, maybe I would have given them more chance. But even that's not the case, right? So you're playing better teams. So which is why I'm saying the winner is going to come probably from...
Mumbai are, I think, in the eliminator for the first time since 2014, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so.
14 was CSK MI, which CSK dumped them out. KKR and Punjab Kings, KKR went through to the final.
Yeah.
Punjab and CSK played the second
Qualifier 2, correct.
So, but Mumbai have gotten form at the right time.
No, with Mumbai, you know what scares me is if they do somehow make it to the final, they have a next level imperious record. 6 finals, won 5. The only one they haven't won was when they were 0-time champions. So basically,
2010.
thereafter, yes, every single final that they've made since they won, which is 13 onwards, they've not lost. And they've won 2 finals by 1 run.
Yeah.
17
and 19. So they have something happens to them when they reach finals.
Especially if they see Dhoni. 3 times they won by beating Dhoni. 4 times.
4 because
17 was RPS.
Wow.
Exactly, that's what. Yeah, no, 3 of them are against CSK, and the only time it wasn't CSK was 17 when it was Rising Pune Supergiant.
And also, second time also DC. 2020.
Huh?
Yeah, DC they beat in the final, na? Delhi Capitals.
But back then we were looking at a much well-balanced squad when it comes to Mumbai.
That 2020 squad was not well balanced.
was the
they didn't
dream
have a
That's
flaw.
next level.
They didn't have a flaw.
That's what I'm saying.
They didn't have a flaw.
That, in
This-
fact, if you ask me, arguably could be the best squad of IPL.
ever,
Yes.
ever.
Yes.
Because it had no weakness.
Yeah.
None.
Quinton de Kock, Rohit Sharma, that was your openers.
Ishan
Kishan, Surya
Kumar
Kumar
Yadav.
Yadav, the Pandya brothers, Kyron Pollard, Rahul Chair was there in that.
Rahul
Then you
Chair.
had Pattinson, Bumrah, Bolt.
Exactly.
Yeah. That, in fact, was the best individually, not
Yeah.
all-star, but one team, if you had to pick, I think that 2020 squad of Mumbai. In fact, I remember doing those shows before, and I was like, if you had to make a prediction, there's no way you can look beyond this team.
Because there was no weakness.
Yeah.
None
There
whatsoever.
was no team that even
Yes.
came close.
But this year,
See,
bowling was.
Yeah, but they've suddenly found form at the right time, and in Madhwal they've discovered someone out of nowhere who can bowl
yeah.
in the net. I don't understand.
He's been your X factor.
Yeah.
For
Akash
sure.
Madhwal.
For sure.
And that's why this Gujarat Titans lineup, if you look at it, kind of matches up in all departments. Because you look at your top order, Saha, but you've got the Prince now, Shubman Gill, back-to-back hundreds,
Yeah.
and breaking a lot of RCB hearts in the process. That 100
Let's
that
not
you
go
made.
there.
Then you've got the middle order, who's
Why? I'm not going to go there.
Because some fans reacted rather poorly.
Yeah, fans reacted. No, the fans who were worse are the ones that went to Shubman Gill.
And that's the
Yeah.
those are the ones I
Yeah.
was referring to.
Sisters.
Abhorrent. Even the ones who went to his page. It's one thing going to his page, then next level going to a relative's page.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I wouldn't classify them as fans.
No,
No.
they're just trollers hiding under the guise of being fans.
Yeah.
It's just sad.
oh man,
Why are you sad? You've lost the toss.
you lost the
Not the
toss. No,
But
but then
what were your predictions before the toss? I mean, in general, I want to know honestly.
I would have always backed Chennai
you-
at Chepauk for last
Gujarat.
time.
I was going for Gujarat.
It's funny, I was going for CSK.
Seriously. I was going for Gujarat.
Gujarat. Chose to bowl.
Of course.
Chasing. But remember, mixed record at Chepauk this time in the IPL 2023 chasing.
No, I think more in favor of teams.
LSG chased, they
More in
lost.
favor of teams chasing this season.
Okay, KKR and
I'll take it just now.
Punjab Kings.
I'll just-
Those two chased. SRH, I mean CSK chased. So 3. Then LSG lost. CSK chased against Mumbai. So 4. 4 wins chasing and 3
Yeah, so
wins.
overwhelmingly does, not
4-3.
overwhelmingly, 4-3, but it's majority chasing.
So 4 out of 7 games.
Yeah, 4-3. Yeah, 4 games.
So in favor of teams chasing.
Yes.
Also, I guess now it's getting hotter and hotter. So on 2 counts, I think chasing is better. One, because batting second innings will be slightly better, and bowling second innings would be slightly worse off because there'll be a bit of dew.
Yep.
So both reasons put together, you'd want to be chasing. So no surprise. And by the way, even if the record was 50-50, or even if it was the other way around, Gujarat out of most teams would have still decided to chase because they've been doing rather well chasing.
Yep.
I think Mumbai and Gujarat are the 2 teams that no matter what the
Yes.
situation, more often than not should chase. So I think in all of that they've got the luck, but it evens out. So
Yeah.
Gujarat have won the toss and they've got what they wanted. That's their strength. The conditions will also favor them in that sense when they won the toss. The other thing that evens out is the crowd support, which fully will be behind Chennai.
Absolutely.
One final time this season for the Chennai Super Kings.
But they will play another game, of course, after that.
Hi.
You're kidding me.
Okay. It's
Why?
2 purples.
Purple Day.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Sadly,
Your
KKR
shade is
out.
also very close to hers.
Thanks.
And you're also wearing a shade of purple, I'd say. No, it's
Okay.
a different family though.
It's wine.
Exactly, it's wine.
Wine.
Where does that come in the purple family?
Isn't it in the purple?
It
No, it would be
is.
more in the.
Somewhere. See,
Yeah.
it's closer to Aditi's than
Yeah.
of course to Gargi's.
The-
for
Sure.
The undertones.
That is in the blue family. This is pink family. That is also pink family.
Yeah, this is pink family.
Hmm.
And you're in blue family. Why are you feeling so blue?
I like the color blue. That's it. No other reason.
No,
I'm just
Gujarat's
kidding.
colors
Okay,
are blue.
just-
To be fair, I
I'm
picked
good.
CSK to win.
So what's happening today?
Your favorite team is playing.
Do you think my favorite team will win?
Yes.
It's a 50-50
In the
split house in Sports Today studio, where out of the four of us, two have gone with Gujarat and two have gone with Chennai.
Alright, so I think today Chennai will win. I don't know. Somehow it feels like that.
Even the GT fans says so.
No, she's saying because just now she's done the TV show with all number crunching.
No, but
She's
not
done.
keeping that in mind. Generally, it's just a gut feeling that Chennai will actually make it today.
Oh, it's just a gut feeling, yeah?
Gut
Not all the numbers that you
No,
read in
no.
on television.
And I explained, yeah. But were you there till the last segment? No,
No, I
I
was
don't
not.
think so. I was doing the last segment today.
Yeah, but you introduced now that I'll be bringing all the numbers.
Oh, yeah, I did.
I didn't see those numbers, but you said you would be bringing those.
I
So
did,
we're
yeah.
assuming that we
Towards
numbers.
the end, I did.
No, about
So that's my
Orange
cue
cap,
to
purple
tell our viewers here that
cap.
they can watch our De Ghuma Ke on GNT every day at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, now only 3-4 shows left. How many?
3-4 shows left.
IPL is about to come to an end.
I did tell them in the very beginning also when the show was being launched. So now that it's getting finished, once again, why not?
Wait, today is the first qualifier. 1 year anniversary then pretty much.
Oh! Aditi's 1 year anniversary on Sports Today. It's
That's a good thing, yeah?
No!
Why?
I was here before that also.
No.
No, you were not.
Yes, sir.
We checked. We checked the videos. We checked the
Confirmed.
videos.
And
Can
I
100? Yeah,
confirmed.
he made me check. I checked.
Yeah. No, because she wouldn't believe it. And I said that you started
Now,
from
I
25
also
on.
had to dig out a few videos, which I didn't, but tomorrow, most certainly, I'm coming back with that also.
Wonderful.
When I am telling you, because
Jhootha ye jhootha.
No, he checked it
came
with me.
here because I had spoken to your HOD, right?
Yeah.
And I'll remember when I spoke, na, it was during the last 4 games.
Of the group
Okay,
stages.
of the group stages, out of which also 1 or 2 days she had said no, she has some party to go to, so she's not coming out of those 4 days. So 4 days she had
This
to do,
he is not
and she
forgetting.
actually did.
He
maybe
brings
The
it
playoffs,
up
the playoffs,
every
the
time.
playoffs.
So she had to only do 4.
Huh.
With those 4 games, right?
Uh-huh.
So I said 4 days. She said, yeah, but that's one game is on one Saturday or whatever it was, Friday. But that day I have a party too, so I can't do. So I think we did 2 or 3 days. I can't remember.
Siddharth, you were also there with me.
Yes.
Did I only come on the qualifier day? No.
I somehow feel she's come a lot more.
Yes.
No, not IPL. Again, we'll
Okay.
We'll do the number crunching.
Okay. You want to place a bet?
I'm not placing any kind of bet.
Somehow feel.
that somehow
I somehow
feel.
feel that she's come a lot more than 4 shows.
Then
I
bet.
thought she was
No.
No, come on then. Put your money where your mouth is.
Please do that.
Okay, what's the bet?
Bet is dinner. Tomorrow's dinner. If I win, you order for me. Whatever I want.
Anyway, you're one
on
dinner
Zomato.
spending. You're one dinner spending with me.
So make it 2 dinner spending.
Two
Then. No,
dinners,
win the
okay.
bet.
Whatever I want
I know
on
he's not
Zomato,
winning.
I'm gonna order.
All right.
You will have to order. I'll pick my dish and whatever.
Yes.
I mean, obviously it'll be non-vegetarian
Yeah.
to rub salt to their wounds, quite literally.
Well, that helps with marination.
Yeah, exactly.
it
That's
does,
why-
yeah.
That's why I use that phrase. So if I in fact go to an extent to say out of the 4, so I'll say she started from the 4 qualifiers, and out of those 4 games she even missed 1. At least 1. I can guarantee that.
Wait.
So that brings it down to 3. I'm putting my money where my mouth.
You're
Okay.
going to win.
If it is anywhere
She
over
forgot to add
4,
nothing.
anywhere over 4, you win. And I will order from whichever place you want.
Wait.
Done.
Let me
No,
go through
forget.
my messages
No,
now.
You
Messages?
I would have all
we'll
the
show you the
messages.
show.
We'll show you the playlist.
Yeah, the playlist. We'll go to it and we show.
Last year's.
Okay, turning our attention to the game. Yeah, big game. So while Aditi looks at all the messages and data coming back to the game, what I want to do now is, Shivam, can you show us the scorecard of that one occasion where these two teams played each other this season? By the way, am I wrong in remembering what happened last time? Did GT win both the games against CSK?
Yes.
Yeah.
The one in Pune when Rashid and Miller, they took Air Jordan to the cleaners.
Of course, they
That was one. Then the other one at Wankhede when Patirana actually played.
That was 2022.
22, yes.
And this year they only played once.
So twice, that means it's 3-0 between
zip.
Gujarat and CSK
Correct.
overall.
Yes.
So CSK have never beaten Gujarat Titans.
No.
That's a big headline.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is a big headline.
The last team to do
CSK
that was
have
Rajasthan Royals.
CSK have never beaten Gujarat Titans. They met each other 3 times, 2 last time, 1 this time, and CSK have never beaten them. That's a very telling stat, and I think that is something that you should keep in mind. Of course, the fact that they're playing for the first time at Chepauk. Right?
Chepauk, yeah. First time.
Chepauk for the first time. That does change a lot of things.
Yeah.
But that's a stat that you need to look at. So forgetting about last season's stat, because last season maybe CSK weren't at their best. This season they are. So what happened this season? That was the opening game of 2023. And this is what happened in the opening game. Conway was out for 1. Ruturaj was in red hot form with 92. Rest of the batting was just a hit and a miss. So 178 is what they managed to get batting first. Chennai Super Kings. If we can go down, then I can see the rest of it. And this is how Gujarat Titans. Can we show that full screen? 178 is what Chennai Super Kings had managed on the back of a 92 by Ruturaj Gaikwad. Gujarat Titan responded and won the game in 19.2 overs, 182 for 5. Everyone was in good form. Shubman Gill getting a 63. Then you got Vijay Shankar with 27. Sai Sudarshan chipping in with 22. And then Rahul Tripathi. This is, I think with just 5 wickets down. Yeah.
Yes.
So they reached that rather comfortably. Who are the bowlers? Let's quickly take a look at the Chennai bowler. So Deepak Chahar played that game. Tushar Deshpande went for a plenty, 51 runs. Oh my God!
And then 3.2 overs. 15.
Wow.
Hangarekar played that game.
Yeah.
Did decently well. Yeah, 3 wickets. Poor guy didn't get too many chances after that.
No.
It's interesting to look at scorecards now in retrospect. It makes for interesting reading. Santner.
Exactly. Since we're talking about retrospect and people not getting games, economy of 8, he's pretty much a squad player.
Yep. Jadeja had a decent game.
Yep.
Economy of 7 with picking up 1 wicket. So that's how the game panned out. I'm guessing Shubman was the man of the match.
I think it was Rashid.
Or Rashid the man.
Was it?
Yeah, 2 wickets and he held his composure towards
10
the end.
runs.
There we go.
Rashid Khan was the man of the
Yeah.
match. He could very well be the man of the match this time. So that one occasion where they played, it was Gujarat that they won. But the big difference here is, many might point out that Conway was a bit rusty to begin with. Now he's in form. But then Ruturaj Gaikwad started with a bang and he got runs last game also. So, and then he slowed down a bit towards the latter half of the inning. So that's one big difference. The other thing, I think the biggest difference between that game and this is, that was played in Gujarat's hometown. This one.
In
Yes.
Chepauk.
At Chepauk, Rashid and Noor, the spin twins.
Oh yeah.
Better be careful. Chennai Super Kings in particular, because if you look at the
They
Gujarat,
better be careful of the Chennai
the
batsmen.
Chennai batters.
I thought you were saying
Rashid
those guys
and Noor
better
should
be
be
careful
careful.
because they're going to get hammered.
Rashid and Noor are simply
Yeah,
too good.
that's what I was
To
saying.
counter them, though, I think Dubey. That'll be the key.
Yes, Dubey.
You really
because-
need Shivam Dubey to actually not just bat through the middle overs, but then also do what he does best.
Yeah, Duke didn't play that game, did he?
Oh, he did.
He did.
didn't
19
very
of
well.
18.
Played 19.
Yeah, he struggled.
Oh, since then he's been in tremendous form.
Yeah.
Yep. And no Stokes. He
Of course.
started and then he was not going to be there anyway for the league stages.
Yeah.
So, and for the playoffs and the fag end of the league stages, because he had an injury, and then he was anyway going to leave on 21st or something because of the test commitments that he had
Right.
against Ireland and the Ashes.
And of course, the Ashes to build up to.
Yep.
Can we see the playing 11? Aditi, have you done your research? No. Done?
Why
Yes.
would you ask? No.
No, you were doing, no? You were
No,
checking.
I I don't
Or maybe I
see
thought
any
that you figured out,
old
they are
messages.
right, so just keep quiet.
No, we are coming back here with that record tomorrow.
But tomorrow, do it now. Like after the show.
After the show also we can do
All
that.
the
We
receipts
go for
will
and
come
do it
out.
to that.
There are no receipts. That's
We
fine.
have,
But win this bet.
see,
The bills are cut.
Whatever goes in the internet stays in the internet.
Yes, that's
We
true.
have that. Hardik Pandya has said we will bowl first. We heard that dew is there, so
Scroll down.
that's
Ooh.
important.
Where did it go?
Just when I start reading it, they remove it. So he wants to chase down, knowing the total. We were told to relax after getting in the top two, but we didn't want. We wanted to stay focused and play good cricket. But that's one thing I've loved about Gujarat.
Yes.
Yes.
Where SRH were like busy experimenting for next season
Chopping
or
and
whatever.
changing.
Gujarat, they had qualified, but they were saying no, we're not letting go of our momentum. Continue to play the best team. And he says we are a smart team. We don't play only one way. We make sure that we get the best out of the wicket and have adapted different time. Oh, Darshan
comes
Nalkande.
in. Oh, nice. All with our players have made their debut this year.
Anyone left?
No, that's all.
Wow.
Oh, he's coming for Yash Dayal. The interesting bit, I will take a look at the 11, but I heard that Little was also back.
Little and Alzari were both available, but I don't think.
No, Little's not coming.
No, they are persisted with Shanaka.
I think they needed to. I think the reason they needed to persist with an all-rounder rather than a Little is for the balance of the team, and this is an indicator, dare I say, of the fact that probably Hardik Pandya won't bowl.
Yeah.
That is the reason they've gone with Shanaka, because otherwise it made no sense to go with Shanaka. You've gone with Little and then manage with an Indian batter, but they need that balance to cover their batting, which Shanaka does, and then also get in a few overs from him.
Yes.
And that's an indicator. I'd be very surprised if Hardik Pandya is bowling today. He hasn't been bowling for the last 3 games. Clearly had fitness issues. In fact, what I was more worried about is whether he'll come out for the toss, because last game he didn't even come out to bat for the longest time.
Yeah.
So that's, before I get into the 11, one more factor I don't know if we've considered. What do you make of the fact that they played a game on Sunday, which finished Monday morning actually, because it got delayed.
Yeah.
Monday morning they finished their game, and today is Tuesday. They would have had to take the flight as well.
Yes.
Oh my
Land.
God.
Barely any rest for Gujarat Titans
Yeah.
to reach. Chennai, of course, played the earlier game, the day game, and then took the flight the same day, I'm told, and reached Chennai well in advance. So they had that much rest. But Gujarat Titans flying on Monday and playing on Tuesday.
So no training time whatsoever, and you're getting acclimatized to a pretty hot, city. Good luck.
After you.
You have to hope that GT players aren't too fatigued, because traveling does impact you. And right after playing a game, you need a good night's sleep. I don't think they have had time to do that. I'm not
No.
wearing a watch. What am I looking at?
They would have.
So
But I
mean,
think that they are on the move, and they want to keep moving and keep winning. Probably maintain the momentum.
No, that's
they
all right.
only want to rest when the time comes.
I tell you, seriously, I've heard from a lot of players, they say it's not so much playing matches that tires them, but the traveling is very tiresome. They take early morning flights. Imagine finishing a game at 2, you come back, and because they're all professional athletes, they need cooling down, and they need recovery time.
Recovery.
So they have to do a lot of recovery stuff for the body to recover, and then they don't even get a sleep, because sometimes early morning flights, you're awake, you're going to the airport, catching a flight, and travel is tiring. Then reach the next destination, you're again assigned new rooms, whatever. So, and then before you know, it's time for you to head to the ground. So it's not ideal situation.
No.
Let's be honest. Not ideal
But
situation.
it's not the beginning of the IPL, it's the end of the IPL.
Which
They're
makes it
used
worse.
to this now.
Yeah.
It
No,
makes
but
it worse.
they're used to all this, and probably you adapt to such
You
conditions
can
and
get used to-
situations.
you see, the thing is, you can train your body to continue playing cricket. I don't think there are any exercises, or you can train your body for travel.
And a lack
Which
of
takes a
rest.
lot of-
That's
Exactly.
the thing. One thing which has always been spoken about a lot more now, and which a lot of coaches across sport are cottoning on to, is that the best form of recovery, sleep.
Yeah.
If you're not getting enough sleep, it doesn't matter how much the adrenaline is pumping. After a point, you will be a little fatigued, so it's worrisome.
Let me give you an idea what must have happened with, let's say, Gujarat. They finished the game at about 12, Okay,
Yeah.
because it got delayed 12:30. By the time you leave the stadium, you do your media assignment, you take your shower and everything else. You have your dinner, you eat post the game. By the time you you leave the ground. If it's a 12 finish, you're not leaving before 1:30.
1:32, yeah.
1:30 you leave, you reach the hotel by 2ish. Okay, then you may need some massages, whatever, any sort of recovery or at least sleep for the next day. You're sleeping. If you're sleeping at about 2-3, maybe you have a 8-9 o'clock flight, so you're up at about 5 after 3 hours of sleep. You get to the airport, you're taking a flight. It's a long flight.
Bangalore, Chennai.
Oh, they were
Hardly-
Bangalore. They
yeah.
were Bangalore.
Hardly an hour.
So hour-long flight. So you reach about 12ish somewhere or 11ish. By the time you get to your hotel, it's about 1-2 in the afternoon. So that's where you get whatever exercise, any recovery you have, and then next day is of course game day. So not ideal
Yeah.
for Gujarat. Not ideal for Chennai also, but I think slightly
Chennai
better.
had at least 1 day of practice.
Yeah.
So that is why it could hold them in good stead. But I think Gujarat are fresh off a match, which they
Yeah.
just played with high intensity. So that is why I think it kind of evens out the pressure of a knockout game and shows that both are mentally fit and alert. Then I think this travel thing, they are coming off it after 2 to 3 years anyway. So it is a challenge for all the teams. For example, Chennai had much tougher conditions in Delhi because of the heat. They played the day game at 3:30 here. At least in Bangalore, slightly cooler. Slightly. So
Yeah.
But still, then coming off of a match, because you're spending a lot more energy than you would in a practice session or something. The intensity is so high. I mean,
but you knew the schedule. Two
Yeah,
and a half
I mean, you can't really
months
change
ago.
that,
So
so-
they had to prepare for these contingency plans.
Yeah, you can't change it, but I'm saying
Yeah.
not ideal.
Not
ideal.
If you'd asked the players, they would have said like, give us 3 days. Yeah.
Or at least 2.
Or
Yeah.
They would.
especially if someone's sore, feeling sore, or had a cramp or something, even
Yeah.
worse for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, now let's turn our attention to the playing 11. We, as always, start with the batting 11. So you've got Chennai Super Kings. Just want to know what Dhoni has said. He said they wanted to bowl first. They also wanted to chase because they are an excellent chasing side. So he says that the confidence level is high and that there was a lot of dew in the last game. We don't know whether it'll be tonight because there's a bit of breeze there, and he feels the surface looks dry, which means that spinners will come into play. And
Yes.
there, of course, as expected, no changes in their playing 11 to the team that we saw absolutely hammering the Delhi Capitals here in the capital city. So you got Ruturaj and Devon Conway. I think the trump cards of CSK. By the way, that partnership was more than outstanding what they did in Delhi because the conditions weren't really conducive to stroke making, and yet they made it look like as if it was a batting paradise, which it wasn't. We only realized it when Delhi Capitals actually came out to bat. So Ruturaj, Devon Conway, I think those are going to be the important guys. Ajinkya Rahane didn't get a chance to bat last time because of the situation of the game, but if early wicket was to fall here, he'll definitely come in at that position. Ambati Rayudu has had a tournament to forget, not really outstanding. But then that's Shivam Dube, who's been hitting sixes at will, especially against the spinner.
Yes.
It's as if, he's just sent out with this instruction, go hell for leather, and he does. And it's as if, sometimes you have crowd screaming for a six, give us a six, and he obliges.
Yeah.
Yep.
There you go, bang. So outstanding form. Moil Ali hasn't had too many chances with the bat. Jadeja, unhappy Jadeja. What is he unhappy about, by the way?
I don't know. There's been so many cryptic posts about karma and following
What is
your
he
own
unhappy
path.
about?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
People are speculating. They're saying it was that conversation he had.
With
but even that
Dhoni.
seems a reach. We don't
Yeah.
know. We don't
I
know.
think my bet is it's about the fans that scream
Dhoni,
get
Dhoni,
out
Dhoni.
or
I
get
don't
take a
think so.
single.
I don't think
know.
he's gonna talk about karma and all for fans.
That's true.
It could something. By the way, it could be something non-cricket as well. Yeah, in his personal life. it
He's
could
just shared a normal random post.
No. It must mean
Never
something.
random.
It must mean
Never
something.
random.
It could be as simple as I don't know. He has a brother or a sister and fought or someone. Yeah,
Could
I'm just
be.
saying.
Could be.
We always try to look at context in cricket. His post is of a very personal nature, which could also be cricket. Okay, maybe he's had some sort of an issue with another player. Could be. But could be something personal in his life. We tend to forget that they have a life beyond cricket. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very surprising seeing a CSK player share something on his personal social media handle
But
because
maybe it had nothing to do with CSK.
yeah, that's why I think it's just a random post. I have a feeling
No,
because
it must have some.
It's not random, it's
Yeah, it's
never
not
random.
random.
In the
but
past-
whether it's related to cricket, we don't.
see, in the past we have seen a lot of speculations about Ravindra Jadeja. In the build-up to IPL 2023, what was it? The divorce was almost
Willy
finalized between him and CSK. But it took Dhoni's communication skills to ensure that stay for this much time in CSK. So I think it's just a random post which is just like how we put out on our WhatsApp and all this thing as a status just to ensure we have a good day.
No, he won't do that.
Yeah.
It's not a good day, good morning post. It's not that.
That it would be on his WhatsApp forwards, not here.
Yeah, it's not that.
Because it's very surprising to see a CSK player post something on Instagram.
Why?
I don't think it has
very,
anything.
they're very this thing.
I don't
So
think it's
what?
down to CSK. Ben Stokes posts a lot and he was...
Especially for the Indian
Nifis-
contingent. They are told not to do it.
do you know that for sure, sir?
No, but did he not post anything last time around?
No, hardly.
Come on, wasn't he a CSK player when he went after Sanjay Manjrekar?
Yeah, but that was for India when he was playing for India at that time, not for CSK.
I don't think he's the guy who you can stop him if he wants to.
By the way, Manjrekar had to pay the price for telling the truth. At that time, his stats didn't back Jadeja, but then he answered them. I think he went over the line in trying to get him back. I mean,
Yeah, I think it was a harmless comment by Sanjay Manjrekar. Just took
and
it too
he
seriously.
was sporting enough after the semi. Admit, yes, Jadeja has ripped my theory to bits and pieces at this point in time. So,
Yeah.
which was unnecessary. I think Manjrekar, like a
So-
true Mumbaikar, spoke the truth.
If any of you know what it is that Ravi Jadeja was hinting at, do let us know. Meanwhile, going back to the 11, so it's pretty much the same 11
Yep.
for Chennai. Tikshana is there, Tushar Deshpande, Deepak Chair. Who do you think is going to be an impact sub for Chennai Super Kings?
Matisha Patirana,
But then
Yeah,
because they're
for
playing
sure.
3 foreign players.
Ambati Raidu goes
For
out.
sure.
So Raidu goes out, Patirana comes in. Pretty sorted for Chennai Super Kings. The
Yeah.
batting is looking good. I think they bat very deep till MS Dhoni, and I don't think MS Dhoni is. In fact, till Deepak Chair.
Correct.
Yeah.
So
Number 9.
till number 9 they have batting. So
Wow.
that's something that I don't really need to worry about. The bowling will look good with Tikshana, Ravi Jadeja, Moeen Ali being the spinners. Okay, and then you've got Tushar Deshpande, Deepak Chahar, and of course Patirana coming in. Right,
Yeah.
so 3 pacers as such.
Yes.
Shivam Dubey has hardly been bowling, so he's not going to
No,
be
not
considered.
hardly. He's not bold.
He's not.
He's not bold, in fact, since that match last year. Since then,
LSG
it's like,
game.
no.
So
It was
3
like-
spinners and 3 pacers. 6 bowling options is what they're
Yes.
going with. So that I think is something that you could still look to exploit for Chennai. But the batting is top class
Top
at the
class.
moment.
Class.
So they need to put up a big total to intimidate Gujarat Titans. Okay, let's look at Gujarat's team because that's got a few changes. Shubman Gill, Ridhiman Saha, a good opening pair, but all eyes on Shubman.
Yes.
Hardik Pandya at 3. Dasun Shanaka gets another game. David Miller, Rahul Tewatia, and batting looks okay. If you had asked me to pick a better batting team at the moment, clearly CSK.
CSK.
Yes.
Much better batting team. But then the bowling, that's another matter because you got Rashid Khan, you've got a Mohit Sharma in good form, Noor Ahmed, and Mohammad
Shami,
Shami,
how could
a
you
purple
forget?
cap holder, and they will be getting someone else.
Your impact sub is going to be
Vijay
Vijay
The impact
Shankar.
sub will be Vijay
Vijay
Shankar.
Shankar.
So that strengthens their batting.
Yes.
Words you never thought you'd say.
Yes. He's had a fantastic IPL.
That's why.
No, he's also hurt by the fact that 2 of Vijay Shankar's 50s are going to Kolkata.
No.
Very,
that's-
very, very naughty.
No, that's just me being a troll. It has nothing to do with what KKR have done. KKR season is over, it's dead. Let them rest in peace. Okay.
Rest in peace. Okay, that's good.
Until next year.
Yeah. Which will not rise.
You don't know. Could be yeast added in there.
By the way, there was a joke going around, right? KKR should change their name.
He's
Yeah. What?
KKR should change their name to only R. Because 2 Ks are going out, no? Out of fashion. 2K notes. KK.
Oh my god!
Only to R.
bad one.
My god.
One of the most prominent comedians gave that joke out.
That's just proof that not even all comedians are funny.
Exactly.
Some of them are not.
Actually not.
So,
Are
just R. Because 2
Riders.
Ks are going out.
Riders.
riders. It's good to support the riders.
Riders. See, even
Riders
RCB
of the
want
storm.
to have a change of name. I think they should really change that franchisee's name.
I don't think
RCB.
changing the name does anything.
Yeah, you've got to change a lot more things.
I know.
There,
You got to-
RCB fan has spoken.
Kevin Peterson has said, Virat, come to the capital city.
Good, because he'll want to leave one underachieving team for another. Makes sense.
Brilliant.
I'm not winning trophies here, so I'll go to another place where I can't win trophies. Mohit should win here.
Lucknow.
That would actually be good. वहाँ पे ना फिर भी chance होगा उसके पास.
Naveen, Gautam Gambhir and Virat Kohli. Wow.
Yeah.
More than pitch battles, you're going to see dressing room battles.
Yeah, you'd have cameras installed everywhere
Yeah.
to capture the.
No, but you become friends. Like Huda,
Yeah.
Kunal Pandya.
Yes. And that was an even uglier fight.
Arey,
Yeah,
what was that? Simon's Harbhajan Singh.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ponting and Harbhajan Singh in the same
I think Virat had a falling out with Maxwell, Steve Smith, and all of them also.
Yeah.
But then IPL brought Maxwell and
Yeah.
Virat together,
No, but
so that
I
happened.
think was left on the field, so it wasn't like that bad.
No,
It was more
Virat.
Smith. It was more Smith than Maxwell.
No. He said Virat came out in the press conference
remember
and
what he
said,
said.
I won't
He
be
was-
friends with them anymore.
Yeah, but that was more towards
17,
Smith.
2017.
But then
Yeah.
he kind of
Yeah.
got over it.
I mean, 19, he
Yeah,
was telling trolls not to boo Smith. So,
And to be fair to Virat, I think he does follow this, that whatever happens on the field.
Yeah, he
you
does.
know,
I think so.
He'll be very. So he's very Aussie like that way. And on the field, he'd just be there attacking everything. But off the
But
field,
he unfortunately became a loose cannon. He need not have said that. What all friendships are done. I think it's finished.
No,
I mean, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, he felt hurt, but then he didn't follow it up on that. Na? He didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't hold the grudge for very long. He said it
Luckily.
at just that time. You were hurt, you were angry. You came and said in the press conference. Had he kept it like for years, कि नहीं मैं, you're my Johnny
Instagram
Dushman,
stories,
I love-
one after another.
Nothing.
Naveenul Haq, take
Forgot
note.
about it. He forgot about it.
Naveenul Haq, take note.
Yeah, he just forgot. Okay, predictions.
Predictions.
Okay, couple of questions. Miraj Rules got his prediction. He says GT is winning this CSK between 155 to 63.
That's a-
Ooh, very.
Did he predict RCB in the previous game? Miraj.
Raghav Rastogi has just sent us his love.
That's it.
thanks.
Just
Thank
Thank you.
love. Mayank Thaplyal is saying some franchises are in the IPL just for the sake of being in the tournament every year, focusing more on business aspects rather than cricket campaign. So this doesn't happen with CSK Mumbai. Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Dex is pointing out both to Gargi and Aditi that KK are already eliminated. You didn't have to come wearing purple. Sagar Madhukar's good point. Why did KKR let go of Shubman Gill?
It was, I agree. In hindsight, it's a bad decision. But remember, you had space to retain maybe one opener. And if you had put Venkatesh Iyer into the auction pool after the kind of second half 2021 he'd had, there would have been A, criticism, and B, you'd have gone for crazy money. So it's a case of, again, I hate this concept of mega auction after every 3 years. Should let your teams, because actually KKR gave him a very good platform.
Yeah.
He had good performances. It's just that when he's finally peaked, it's happened at a time when he's no longer in
I
the
mean,
franchise.
KKR were the only franchisee to reward most of the 2018 under 19
Mavi
World
was
Cup
another
winners.
one, and by the way,
Nagarkoti.
Nagarkoti, to 2 out of 3 years he was injured, poor guy. I don't blame him there.
Yeah.
It's not his fault, but yeah, 3 of those players KKR had picked up, and not for small money.
Yeah. But, over a crore.
Over a crore for each of them when
Yeah.
their base price was like 20 lakhs.
Yes.
So,
Okay, can we take the question, please? Okay, Shubham Garg is saying, I think Jadeja's post is related to his meeting with. Politics, Shubham. No politics, huh? Forget it. And even if it is, maybe you're right, I don't know. We don't want to get into BJP and Congress and this and that.
Yes.
Not for us. Okay, predictions quickly, guys. Aditi, you want
I
to start?
think Chennai will
she
be
predicted
able to make about 175
175.
And win. Obviously, you picked
and
them.
win, yeah.
Your gut was saying that.
Yep.
He is to wearing Chennai.
170 Chennai win.
Oh, at 170.
182 and GT win.
Ooh.
Shane
191 and CSK won.
just keeps getting.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm going. Okay, 165 GT win.
Ooh.
No. I'll be
I
happy.
think
For
we've really covered all spectrums today in terms of predictions.
I'll be happy for a GT win if Vijay Shankar does well.
I would never be happy if my team lose. It could be Vijay Shankar or anyone doing well.
Whatever. I've at least got that much of leverage.
It would be my own relative doing well. I'd still be sad that KKR lost.
See, because even if you lose, Chennai at least have one more game.
That's
They're not eliminated. So qualifier 1, it's not much of tension, but qualifier 2 will be plenty of
obviously,
tension.
because that's an eliminating match. So.
versus Vijay Shankar.
But there we are.
Raidu versus Shankar.
Yeah.
By the way, Shami is moving it.
On fire. Fire.
The seeds
Oh,
that
Same.
Cricket Fun is saying 180 and GT win.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so he's basically saying if GT win, will Aditi ma'am dance, and if CSK win, will Sid dance?
Why?
But I did dance when CSK won.
Because you're a fan of Gujarat, na? That's your team.
So should I dance?
If they win. But she
I've
won't
done
be
it
with us.
multiple
won't
times.
dance.
So.
She
No,
won't be
I
here.
would be.
She won't be here at the time.
No, I'd be here.
You're here tonight?
Wow.
Okay.
But I'd still not dance.
I'm
Okay.
I understand. I'm not a dancer. I did it.
Yeah.
Justice for Shane. GGK, let's get that trending.
But I did dance when CSK won.
yeah.
Yep.
I was so
I
sad.
did.
I had
You
a
are not
rap
there that
prepared. I had a poem prepared.
Oh,
And they won.
Yeah, the
and they
poem
lost.
for the poem of Har CV, isn't it?
The ballad of RCB.
The ballad of
Why
Har
don't you still do it
CV.
and put it up as a shot?
Not the rap. Maybe the.
Whatever. Just say if CSK were in the thing, this is what I would have said.
Yeah.
This is my tribute. But they're
maybe
not.
it could happen.
But since I prepared the tribute,
What if Isala Cup Namde was a thing? That's your title.
yeah.
He Sala Cup nahi.
Yeah, Faf called it.
He called it. He had a premonition.
Okay, Shubham Gar saying CSK 230. Oh my god.
And GT win from there.
230.
Jeez.
Wow.
Tex has gone CSK 154. Noor gets 3. Rashid gets 2. GT winning easily in the 18th over. Oh my god.
Oh, nice. Although I want GT to win.
Piyush Nandar, to point out what it is you're saying, there was
I
no
want GT
super
to
over
win
last
bad.
time. So the last super over we've had was 2021, if I'm not wrong.
Really? There was no Super Over last
There was no super over last year.
No. 2020, I remember we had couple of-
2021, I remember because it was SRH KKR.
Yes.
year.
SRH
Back to back Super Overs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was 2020 you're talking about.
Yeah, MI PBKS.
Yes, MI Punjab.
And MI involved in another super with RCB, which AB de Villiers ensured that
yeah, I
they won it
remember.
with ease.
Oh, I remember that.
Yep.
Chalo, okay, bye.
See you
See
for
you
the
mid innings.
mid innings.
Take care.
Bye bye.